You're listening to the AstroMommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the AstroMommy community, and I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. Moon trines Jupiter, Sun's upcoming opposition to Saturn, and the Page of Bones. Getting green lights and facing hard shit when inexperience meets enthusiasm. Daily Horoscope check-in for Friday, September 6, 2024, and a little bit about the weekend too. Good morning, friends. Well, there is a lot to discuss in today's post, so I'm just going to pretty much go right into it. But before I do, I want to wish a happy birthday to my Virgo Astro baby. Her birthday is this Saturday. Happy birthday, kiddo. Okay, let's get into the astrology. Today's transits. All times are in Eastern Time unless mentioned otherwise. Today starts out with a really prosperous transit. The moon in Libra formed a trine to Jupiter in Gemini at 4:08 a.m., and this represents feel-good experiences, opportunities, and gatherings. Jupiter brings joy, luck, expansion, and hope to the situation, and this in turn could make us feel more confident and optimistic. I love it when the moon trines Jupiter because it often means some kind of good fortune that brings joy and blessings. It could also mean that you feel really good about something you believe in, or that you feel really confident about a long-term goal. You're getting a lot of green lights. At 10:38 a.m., the Libra moon makes an opposition to Chiron in Aries retrograde, meaning that whatever good fortune or hopeful enthusiasm is entering your life right now, it is bringing with it self-doubt. This is an opportunity for healing and gaining wisdom. You may have to let go of an old identity that is no longer serving you. An old identity that can't handle abundance in some way. And it could be scary embracing the new you because it's unfamiliar. By facing your doubts and fears and acknowledging them, true growth and healing can occur, which may allow for the feelings of lack to fall away. I find it interesting that this transit is happening at the same time that the moon is becoming more and more visible in the night sky, symbolizing coming into more of your authentic self, gaining truth, and shining your light. In the evening at 7:10 p.m., the moon in Libra perfects a sextile to Mercury in Leo, and this is really nice because it represents easy conversations and smooth experiences with others, as well as feeling mentally alert, confident, and clear-headed. Things just may go according to plan today, and that is a-okay with me. Tonight is a quincunx party with the moon, Uranus, and Neptune, and that means a yod is forming. First, at 7:42 p.m., the Libra moon forms a quincunx to Uranus in Taurus retrograde. Then at 11:03 p.m., the moon in Libra perfects a quincunx to Neptune in Pisces retrograde. Uranus and Neptune are engaged in a sextile to each other. It's not exact, but it is within the 3 degrees of engagement. So the moon is activating this aspect because she is hopping from one planet to the next. A yod is a slender triangle-shaped configuration that is made up of 3 planets, 2 in sextile to each other, Uranus and Neptune, and both in quincunx to the 3rd planet, in this case the moon in Libra. You can see the pie-shaped triangle formation in the chart below. The yod is nicknamed the Finger of Fate and represents a situation where 2 energies are working together and pushing their influence out through a 3rd, the apex planet. Often this configuration manifests as something that feels fated or destined. These 3 planets in this little yod tango tonight may mean that you feel a bit like you're in the twilight zone. Weird or unusual things have been happening lately, and they are hard to wrap your mind around. With Uranus and Neptune, the meaning may be unclear, shrouded in mystery, or so obscure or esoteric that we miss it entirely. My advice: relax, take a bath or a shower, meditate, listen to some soothing music, take a drive, or watch a calming movie. Allow your brain to go on autopilot and sort of slip off into a receptive state where the messages can effortlessly come to you. It's no wonder a lot of people get their best ideas and dreams while in the shower or while taking long drives. You may just get a destined message meant for you. In between tonight's yod tango at 9:11 p.m., the Sun in Virgo makes a sesquiquadrate to Pluto in Capricorn retrograde, indicating that whatever shift to the plot line you've been working on is having some delays getting to you. But it is on its way. Transformation is coming, and it will be here before the end of the month when the Sun perfects his trine to Pluto, so be patient. Now that we've talked about the transits for Friday, let's talk about this weekend. The weekend. Yesterday, we discussed the main transit happening on Saturday, September 7th, 2024, Mercury square to Uranus. So if you didn't get a chance to read yesterday's horoscope, you can check it out here. Today, we are going to talk about the main transit that is happening on Sunday, September 8th, 2024, and that is the Sun in Virgo opposing Saturn in Pisces retrograde. Sun opposite Saturn. The Sun in Virgo will oppose Saturn in Pisces retrograde at 12:35 a.m. Both will be at 16 degrees 1 minute of their respective signs. Let's take a look at the chart. There's a lot going on in this chart, so first I'll list the most important astrological details, and then I'll put it into layman's terms so hopefully everyone can understand. The details. You can see the Sun at the bottom of the chart close to the 6 o'clock position and Saturn at the top of the chart approaching the noon position. Additionally, Mercury in Leo is at the bottom of the chart and is making two quincunxes, one to Neptune in Pisces retrograde and another to Pluto in Capricorn retrograde, activating their sextile, creating a yod. I feel this is an important transit that is happening concurrently with the Sun's opposition to Saturn, especially since the Sun and Mercury are in mutual reception with one another, being in each other's home signs of Leo and Virgo. Saturn is in Pisces and thus is in the home sign of Jupiter, who is also in a sign ruled by Mercury, Gemini. You can see Jupiter off to the left in the chart. The Sun will square Jupiter next within a few days after this opposition. Saturn exalts Venus when he is in Pisces, and Venus right now is in her home sign of Libra, which is also Saturn's exaltation, so they are also in a mutual reception. Basically, the Sun and Mercury are working together, and Saturn and Venus are working together, and Jupiter is working with both Saturn and Mercury. We can also devise that Neptune in Pisces is working with both benefics, and Pluto in Capricorn is working with both malefics. Uranus is favoring Venus by being in Taurus. This leaves Mars. What is Mars doing? Mars is in mutual reception with the Moon in Scorpio on the right-hand side of the chart. The Moon is at fall in Scorpio, but because she is supported by her dispositor, Mars, she is stronger than usual here. Mars is also in his fall in Cancer, but because he is being supported by his dispositor, the Moon, he is also stronger than usual. These things are all important to consider. Okay, so what does all that astrolingo mean? We are coming to a crossroads where we will have to face something very challenging. We have gathered a lot of information, data, and resources. We've done our due diligence, and now we feel ready to make the next move, even if we've never done this before. We may feel emotional or downtrodden by life, but we have a fire, a drive, and an ambition that is fueled by our deep emotions of wanting to feel safe, protected, and secure, that is propelling us forward and giving us the courage to rise and meet whatever is next. Mentally, we feel strong and determined. We dream of an ideal future, and we are being presented with tangible opportunities to make commitments that will help us face the challenges ahead. I hope all of that made some sense. Let's gain some more clarity by pulling a card from the tarot. The tarot card. Let's see what the cards have to say. Please upgrade your subscription to listen to the tarot card for the day. If you seek knowledge and enlightenment, the AstroMommy newsletter may be right for you. Side effects of reading or listening to the AstroMommy newsletter are common and include joy, jubilation, delight, happiness, gratitude, love, triumph, feeling in tune with the universe, experiencing deep insights, reflections, and contemplations, a lightened soul, a lighter step, feeling awake when others are asleep, illuminated, enlightened, having spiritual experiences, noticing repeating numbers, animals in nature, or songs on the radio that speak to you, getting vibes, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsmellience, feeling like you know secret language, biophilia, crying tears of joy, emotional literacy, feeling lively, stable, exalted, having an auric glow, or feeling like you woke up on the right side of the bed have all been reported. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a very small commission. Thanks for listening.